Hello everyone and welcome back to the Iraqi Dinar News channel. Today we have an update that could change the entire landscape for Iraqi dinar holders. You've been waiting for years to hear about the official exchange process? This is the moment you've been waiting for. Today, in 2025, the Iraqi Gazette has confirmed final rules for the Iraqi dinar exchange, providing the clearest framework we've seen in years. This isn't speculation or rumors floating online. This is an official, structured process that will guide holders step by step. In this video, we'll break down the rules, explain what you need to prepare, and give insights on how to stay ahead of the process. Whether you're a small retail holder or a large institutional investor, understanding these rules is critical for planning your next moves. So stay tuned, because we're diving deep into what the Gazette has confirmed and what it means for everyone holding the IQD. The first important point to understand is that the exchange process will be tiered. Unlike past assumptions that the exchange would be a simple, one-time event, the Gazette has confirmed that holders will be processed in groups based on categories. Large-scale institutional holders are likely to move first, but retail holders are not left behind. This tiered system ensures the process is organized, secure, and manageable for banks. It also means that every holder, no matter how small, has a place in the framework. The Gazette's emphasis on order is critical because it prevents chaos and ensures fairness. For years, uncertainty has caused confusion and stress among holders. Now, the tiered approach provides structure. Everyone will know their place in the system, and banks can manage transactions without overwhelming their resources. Understanding which tier you belong to is a key step in preparing for the upcoming exchange. And staying informed will make all the difference when your turn arrives. Documentation will play a vital role in this process. According to the Gazette, holding the dinar notes alone will not be enough. Every holder must prepare proper identification, proof of purchase, and other necessary paperwork required by banks. These documents are meant to prevent fraud, ensure compliance, and make the exchange process transparent. For those who have been holding their IQD for years, this is a reminder that organization is now as important as the notes themselves. Proper documentation will speed up your exchange and reduce the risk of delays. Banks are expected to check documents carefully before approving any transactions. This also means that holders should avoid shortcuts or relying on unofficial channels. By staying organized and prepared, you can ensure that you are ready to act when your tier is called. Holding onto your notes without the proper paperwork could result in missed opportunities or longer waiting periods. So, attention to detail will be essential. Timing is another key element highlighted in the official rules. The Gazette makes it clear that while the exchange will not happen immediately, signals will appear ahead of the process. These signals might include internal bank rate sheets, notifications about tier progression, and changes in the circulation of lower denominations. Observing these indicators closely will be critical. Those who ignore early signals may face delays, while those who monitor them carefully will have an advantage. The phased rollout allows holders to plan and respond strategically, instead of reacting impulsively. Timing, therefore, becomes just as important as preparation and documentation. By staying alert to official updates, holders can avoid unnecessary stress and position themselves to complete their exchange smoothly. Being patient and observant will pay off during this historic process. An unexpected detail in the Gazette's announcement is the focus on lower denominations. For years, most attention has been on large IQD notes, but smaller denominations are now part of the official framework. Banks will likely use these notes for internal adjustments, and their circulation could provide early signals of shifts in the system. Observing the movement of smaller bills may help holders anticipate changes before major public announcements. Organizing and verifying all denominations now is a smart move. It ensures that you are prepared for every aspect of the exchange, not just the high-value notes. Paying attention to the details of smaller denominations may give holders an informational edge. This focus highlights the careful planning involved in the 2025 exchange process, showing that it is not just about speed, but precision. The Gazette stresses that the entire exchange will be highly regulated and controlled. Authorities aim to ensure the process is secure, fair, and transparent. This phased approach prevents instability and reduces the risk of overwhelming banks. By implementing strict rules, Iraq is signaling that fairness is at the center of planning. Transparency is critical for building trust among holders. And the Gazette's rules aim to prevent confusion, fraud, and misinformation. For holders, the lesson is simple: follow the rules, stay informed, and act according to the official process. Attempting shortcuts or unofficial channels could result in delays or losses. The careful monitoring of every phase ensures that the exchange will be credible and orderly. This level of regulation shows the government's commitment to a smooth process, giving holders confidence as 2025 unfolds. International coordination is another important aspect. Iraq is aligning its banking and financial systems with global standards, ensuring compliance with international practices. This isn't just about the dinar exchange. It's part of a larger effort to strengthen Iraq's economy and integrate it with global financial systems. Modernized banking systems, trade agreements, and compliance with international regulations suggest that the exchange is one part of a broader economic strategy. By aligning with global practices, Iraq is preparing for long-term stability rather than just a temporary currency adjustment. For holders, this is good news. It means the process is backed by serious economic planning and not just speculative announcements. International coordination also reassures investors that Iraq is committed to growth and stability. The Gazette also links currency reform to broader economic growth. Observers have noted parallels with other emerging markets where trade agreements and international cooperation boosted confidence in the national currency. Iraq's approach in 2025 seems similar. Revaluation is tied to economic improvements, not just the mechanics of currency exchange. For holders, this means that the process has long-term implications beyond individual profits. A stronger, more stable economy benefits all investors, providing more confidence and reliability in future financial decisions. By connecting currency reform to economic strategy, Iraq is signaling that this is about growth, stability, and credibility rather than short-term gains. Understanding this broader context can help holders maintain perspective and plan more effectively. Security is emphasized heavily in the Gazette's framework. Holders are advised to safeguard their notes carefully and avoid sharing sensitive information. Exchanges will only be conducted through verified channels, reducing the risk of scams or fraud. This guidance is critical in a climate of anticipation and excitement. The focus is on balancing enthusiasm with caution. By following official procedures, holders can ensure that their exchange proceeds without unnecessary risk. Proper security measures will also enhance trust in the system. For anyone participating in the 2025 exchange, understanding and implementing these safeguards is non-negotiable. Protecting your assets and personal information is as important as understanding the rules themselves. Rate expectations are addressed in the Gazette, though no exact figures are guaranteed. Instead, examples of possible ranges are provided to illustrate how the exchange might unfold. This helps holders prepare for potential outcomes without assuming unrealistic promises. Understanding the mechanics of exchange rates is critical. The process is structured to ensure stability and fairness, not to create sudden, unpredictable changes. Being prepared means recognizing that the exchange will follow clear rules with staged adjustments designed to maintain balance in the financial system. Watching for internal bank updates and understanding rate patterns will help holders plan more effectively and avoid surprises when their tier is called. Patience is emphasized throughout the announcement. The Gazette makes it clear that the exchange will not be rushed. A phased approach allows banks to adjust, ensures fairness across tiers, and prevents shocks to the financial system. For holders, patience is a key strategy. Being ready does not mean rushing or panicking. Instead, it means staying informed, keeping documents in order, and observing official signals carefully. The structured pace is designed to make the process smooth, reliable, and predictable. Hasty actions could create complications while careful. Preparation and attention to detail will yield better outcomes. Recognizing this timeline is critical for effective planning. The Gazette also highlights the potential economic impact of a successful exchange. Revaluation could boost investor confidence, increase trade stability, and open doors for international partnerships. This shows that the process is about more than individual note holders. Iraq is positioning itself as a stronger player in the global economy, using the exchange as a tool for broader growth. For holders, understanding this bigger picture is important. The process isn't just a financial transaction. It's part of a national strategy for economic strengthening. Staying focused on official rules and long-term trends will help holders make informed decisions and participate effectively in the process. Community response has been strong since the announcement. For years, holders relied on speculation, but the official rules provide a roadmap. Many are now organizing documents, reviewing their notes, and discussing strategies. This sense of direction creates focus and clarity that was previously missing. The Gazette's framework transforms uncertainty into actionable steps. Holders can plan strategically rather than guess. By understanding the rules, tier structure, and signals to watch, the community can act confidently when the exchange begins. This shift from speculation to planning is a historic change for the dinar community. Banks will play a central role in the process. Their readiness will influence how smoothly the exchange unfolds. Internal signals, rate sheets, and tier notifications could provide early insights. Monitoring banks' official updates can help holders anticipate when their exchange window opens. Staying alert to these updates is just as important as having documentation ready. Banks will ensure the process remains organized, secure, and transparent. For holders, this means following official communications closely. Understanding how banks operate within the framework will make it easier to act when necessary and avoid delays. Tiered holders must pay attention to their designated positions. Those in later tiers will have shorter windows, making awareness crucial. Missing your tier window could create complications, delays, or extended waiting periods. The phased approach ensures fairness but also emphasizes the importance of vigilance. Preparing ahead, understanding the rules, and monitoring signals will be key strategies for all holders. Knowing your tier, anticipating your timeline, and organizing documents accordingly will ensure a smoother exchange experience. Awareness and readiness are non-negotiable for success in this structured process. Transparency and fairness remain central to the framework. Clear rules, tier definitions, and published guidelines create a process holders can trust. By reducing reliance on rumors, holders can focus on what has been officially confirmed. Trust in the system is enhanced when everyone understands the steps involved and the expectations set by authorities. Following official updates, organizing documentation, and monitoring internal signals will help holders participate effectively. Clarity and fairness reduce confusion and reinforce the credibility of the entire exchange process. This level of transparency is unprecedented and a critical factor for success in 2025. Preparation is now more important than ever. The Gazette has provided the framework rules and guidance for 2025. The exchange will be structured, regulated, and closely monitored. Success depends on readiness, patience, and attention to official signals. Speculation is no longer a substitute for preparation. Holders who organize documents, understand their tier, and stay alert to official communications will be positioned